Hey YouTube, it's your boy Alyx, man, bringing you another video. So, I was watching a taping of SmackDown tonight. And, as I was watching SmackDown, couldn't help but think about the youth movement that's going on in the WWE right now. And as I thought about the youth movement, I started thinking about the future. And I started thinking about, who do I see becoming world champion? Who do I see actually holding the championship? You know, making it to the very top. And a couple of superstars came to mind. A couple did. And I decided to make a list out of those superstars. And I decided to turn that list into a video. So this video is pretty much who I believe will be world champion in the future. Now, I'm not saying that these people will be. I'm not some kind of a guy that sees the future. I can't guarantee you that these people will be world champion. I just believe that they will be, based off of my opinion. So let's just get started. Start with some obvious ones. Now, it would be hard to say that The Miz will not be future world champion, because in all honesty, I think he's guaranteed a future world championship run. And it may be sooner than you think. Before we know it, for all we know it, Miz could actually be world champion at Survivor Series. He could cash it in. He could cash it in at TLC. We don't know. There's a reason why he's Money in the Bank. I don't think WWE put the Money in the Bank case on him just for him to lose it and not hold the championship. Even if he does fail to cash in the Money in the Bank case, I still think he'll eventually hold the championship, because this guy, first of all, is amazing on the mic. And I don't care what anybody says. In my opinion, mic skills are very important when determining who's going to be world champion. Anybody that can capture the audience's attention, that can you know, work great segments with people, do a good job building up storylines, building up segments, can do a good job at putting people over. You know, I think is definitely in line for a world championship. And besides that, he's actually not that bad in the ring. He's actually a pretty good wrestler when he has to be. Is he Harley Race? No. Is he Shawn Michaels? No. Is he Triple H? No. But The Miz, in my opinion, is a really good wrestler when he has to be. And most of the time, he's actually putting on decent matches. So, all around, yes, I do believe he's ready for the World Championship. And I can already guarantee you, he will be World Champion in the future. I like to see what people can come up with to argue against that. But that's my opinion. I do see The Miz being a future World Champion. And he might be one sooner than we think. The next obvious one is Wade Barrett. Now, I'm sure most of you are aware of how good Wade Barrett is. I doubt there's anybody on here that would say Wade Barrett cannot cut a promo. You have to be crazy to say that. This guy is probably one of the best talkers in WWE right now. A good heel, to say the least. And, he's not that bad at wrestling. You know, finisher, questionable, but, you know, he makes it work. I guess it works for him for right now. He'll probably advance it, or get a new one sometime in the future, but I do see Wade Barrett becoming a world champion in the future. He may actually be world champion at Survivor Series, and honestly, I don't see why he wouldn't. I think WWE would be crazy not to put the title on him at Survivor Series. This is a perfect opportunity to do it. We're at a slow part of the year where nothing much is happening. We need something to happen. It's not gonna kill Randy Orton to lose the championship. Really. He's already held it long enough. He's already held it multiple times, so why not? So, yes, I do see Wade Barrett being a future world champion. Even if he doesn't win it at Survivor Series, he will eventually win it, because the guy is a great character, can put on decent matches, can put over good segments, can have good feuds with people, and you know, he just has that look of a world champion. So, yeah, that's my opinion. I do think he'll be world champion. Next on the list is Christian, Captain Charisma. So, don't know why WWE has not made him a world champion yet. It's kind of, crazy to me that he hasn't even got a chance, or at least a shot at the world championship, I don't think. If he did, let me know. I don't remember him getting one since he came back to the WWE, but it just seems like to me, WWE is kind of punishing him for going to TNA. But I don't know if that's true. It's just my opinion on the whole little thing. But yeah, Christian is definitely world championship material. And I would think it would be injustice for him not to hold the championship at least once. I'm not saying make him a multiple-time world champion. I'm not saying turn him into the next Ric Flair. I'm just saying let him hold it once. He's paid enough dues in the WWE since he came here in the 90s to now to at least hold it once, don't you think? The guy has good mic skills, has good connection to the audience, can put on really good matches. You know, hey, why not put the championship on him? Come on, Captain Charisma, people. And next in line would be Kofi Kingston, Mr. Boom, Boom, Boom. Yes, sir. Kofi Kingston, I said it before in my past videos, an amazing athlete, has really good mic skills, has good connection to the audience, knows what we want to see, is willing to do anything to entertain us in-ring wise and outside the ring. Yes, make him world champion. Why not? He's one of your best athletes in the WWE right now. Why not make him a world champion? That's crazy to me. If he's one of your best, why not show that he's one of your best? I'm just saying, you know, I just think Kofi Kingston should definitely be world champion. In fact, I think he should be world champion so much that I am predicting him to win the Royal Rumble in 2011. I'm already calling it. I hope Kofi Kingston wins the Royal Rumble in 2011. Or at least comes across as one of the strong ones in 2011 Royal Rumble. So yeah, Kofi Kingston, I do see him being world champion in the future. Moving on with the list. Next in line would be Drew McIntyre. The Scottish, I even forgot what they call him. The Chosen One. There we go. The Chosen One. Don't know what happened to him. I thought at least that he was going to be world champion. He had a tremendous amount of momentum going behind him in 2009. I almost felt like WWE was hand-feeding him the world championship. Remember? He was Vince McMahon's hand-chosen superstar to be world champion. He was kicking everybody's ass, and then all of a sudden, WWE just said, you know what, screw it. And I don't know what happened, but, you know, I like Drew McIntyre. There are people on here who says he looks too girly to be world champion. You know, they just don't like him. I don't know why. But I like Drew McIntyre. I think he does a good job at selling moves. I think that's a good thing about him. He can put on good matches. He's not that bad on the mic either. So, you know, I don't know what's up with Drew McIntyre right now in WWE, but I do see him being world champion in the future. So, hey, take that for what you want. I do think the guy deserves to at least hold the championship. Pretty much because, to me, when you look at Drew McIntyre, you just want to go, yeah, this guy is going to be world champion. That's just my opinion. So, moving on with the list, John Morrison. John Morrison. I don't think I have to say much about this guy. We all know what kind of an athlete he is. He is amazing in the ring. He has pretty good mic skills. I think he's good in the mic. But most of all, I think he should be world champion because of his in-ring ability. You know, you're pretty much almost guaranteed a good match with John Morrison. He has the ability to put on a 5-star match when he wants to. When he wants to. So, yeah, definitely he should be world champion because of his in-ring ability. Now, the thing about that is, I think if WWE is going to put the title on John Morrison, they should turn him heel first. Yeah, there are people on here who said that he does a better job at being a face than a heel. But, in my opinion, John Morrison comes across stronger as a heel. Remember his run back in ECW when he was ECW champion? That heel John Morrison was awesome. I actually like John Morrison when he was that heel. It's not like he won't be doing the stuff that he's doing now when he's a heel. I honestly think he will probably be doing this stuff along with other stuff when he's a heel. But that's just my opinion. I think John Morrison would come across stronger as a heel, and I think WWE would turn him heel first before they give him a shot at the championship. Or, you know, they can give him a shot as a face. But either way, yes, I do see him becoming world champion. Alrighty, so it looks like YouTube's not going to let me upload this entire vid by itself, so now I have to turn it into a two-parter. So hop on over to part 2 and we'll finish up this little list of mine.